Hi, welcome to Love and Wholeness. My name is Ndun Indun. Today I want to talk about what I title 4 categories of relationships. I've come to understand that people get into relationships for different kind of reasons, but these are the kinds of relationship I see that happens between people often. Number 1, I call it purposeless relationship. It's a relationship where purpose is not defined from the beginning. It's more like a hookup. People say, let's hook up, let's just meet up, and all of that. So they just get together and talk about things and see how it goes. Sometimes it can land people in the bed where they have sex or they do whatever they want to do. Some people say we fool around, we do all of that. When you are part of a relationship that has no purpose, it will lead to heartbreak. It will lead to destroying the things that you're trying to build in your life. Friends, there is nothing wrong in asking someone, what is the purpose of this relationship? Make sure that a relationship is defined, especially if you are meeting first day, second day, third day, and you keep just meeting in different places. What is the purpose of it? And I always pray for the ladies because they are the ones who get to suffer the most. Because you see, if you happen to get pregnant in a purposeless relationship, the man will deny it because he did not have any purpose for that relationship. That relationship to him was just a fun thing. It was just a game. It was just a hangout. So you must be very careful in how much you open up to people in a relationship that is not defined. Ask the person, what kind of relationship is this? What are we doing? Where are we going? What is this? Let it be defined. If the person wants to engage you for marriage, that is a different thing. If the person wants to, say, okay, let's relate, we're looking to see if we can work together, if we can be compatible to progress into marriage and all that. For me, especially the relationship between a man and a woman, I really advocate for a relationship that can lead to marriage. A boyfriend-girlfriend thing, it has to be something that you can work out, something that can lead towards that. Because you see, whenever a person feels like this relationship is short-term, that person most of the time will not give his or her best. Because it's a short-term thing. It's just an event. It's just like going for a vacation somewhere. It's just like that. So you must watch out for a purposeless relationship. Friends, define your relationship. Even those who are married, define that relationship. What do you want to achieve from it? Have a purpose for it. Let purpose lead the way. Whatever you are doing, do it to achieve a certain purpose. Communicate to achieve a purpose. Relate to achieve a purpose. Let purpose lead the way in your life, in the kind of relationship that you build. So a purposeless relationship is not a good relationship. Now, the next kind of relationship I see is an unstable relationship. A purposeless relationship can lead to an unstable relationship. It's a relationship where people do not even make up their mind on what they want. That's when they are in and out. Today they propose, tomorrow they don't want to marry again. It's just like that. It's an unstable relationship. Even the Bible says an unstable man will not receive anything from God because it's neither here nor there. So make sure that you are relating with someone who has a stable mindset. Don't give yourself into an unstable relationship. If you can see that this relationship is fluctuating, today is a high there, tomorrow you are low here, you need counseling. You need counseling to be able to establish where this relationship is going. So an unstable relationship will not take you anywhere. Friends, you must be able to stabilize your relationship. Anything that is not established cannot prosper. Anything that is not fully rooted cannot grow. So what kind of relationship are you building? If you find out that, hey, this guy cannot make up his mind, you better ask him to make up his mind or you move away from it. Because you can't hang around a person who can't make up his mind for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. I hear some people saying he will marry me 10 years. He hasn't even done nothing. He's not even showing the interest in what he wants to do. No, it doesn't work that way. Even if it's a man with a woman that the woman is not making up her mind, she says, no, I will give you an answer. 5 years, you've not heard any answer from her. She is not serious. What kind of prayer is she praying for 5 years? People say, I want to go and pray. How long will you pray to hear God about a situation? So friends, I want us to use our time wisely. Desist yourself from an unstable relationship. Now, the next kind of relationship I see, I call it abusive relationship. It's a relationship where people use one another. It takes an incorrect use to have abuse. Abuse comes from an overuse or an incorrect use. So when you are in a relationship and you feel like your self-esteem is down, you feel like you are losing yourself, you're losing everything, you're losing your value, that can point towards a relationship that is not elevating you, not increasing you, but bringing you down. So when a thing is being used, that thing loses value. Anything we abuse, it loses value. That's why you can abuse your house, you can abuse your car, you can abuse anything. It's when you overuse the thing or you use that thing incorrectly. Friends, abusive relationship doesn't help anyone. And we can talk about emotional abuse, talk about, even there is spiritual abuse, there is emotional abuse, there is physical abuse. We have to desist from abusing each other. And sometimes some people, out of desperation, they hand themselves over to be abused by another person because they feel like, oh, she's very beautiful, she's very hot, oh, this guy is the only guy that he has money, he's that, he's talking to me. No, it doesn't matter, friends. If you're in a relationship that is not strengthening you, not making you more productive, not increasing your value, not making you to become who you want to be, there is a problem. A relationship that breaks you down instead of builds you up, there is a problem. So you have to understand that you are either in love or in use. And when you are in use, it leads to abuse. So abuse is not right. Let us stop abusing each other. Let's stop abusing other people. If you know you don't want to have a serious relationship with someone, leave the person alone. Whatever you do, let it be that you have a good intention to work out a good relationship. And I see sometimes people say, oh, friends with benefits. So it's more like, oh, let's just come together. Let's, you give me this and take this and all of that. Listen, most of those relationships still end up in abuse because someone will get emotionally involved and the other one will not care. And that will lead to abuse because whatever you use incorrectly or you use the thing without the person giving you the permission to use it that way, that also can be a form of abuse. So an abusive relationship will not take you anywhere. Let's desist from abusing each other. Now, the kind of relationship I want us to focus on is a loving relationship. That's the fourth kind of relationship I see. A loving relationship is a relationship that increases your self-esteem. It's a relationship where we can care about each other's well-being and welfare, and we can help each other to grow, to become the best person that the person can become. Now, a loving relationship is a relationship where we show care and affection, where we are there for one another, where we desist from being selfish, where we are there to sacrifice to help each other grow. Friends, in this life, one thing I want you to remember is that what you sow, you will reap. If you are in a relationship and your heart is open to love, to impact love to your partner, you will reap the same thing. It will come to you one way or the other. But if you're in a relationship where you want to deliberately kind of manipulate your partner, it's not going to work out well for you. Let us build a loving relationship. A loving relationship is the best relationship you can have. It's a relationship that can help us to be more productive, more impactful, and can bring out the best in us. Focus on showing love to your partner. Focus on investing love in your partner. Focus on working together and building unity. Friends, if your partner had offended you and you know you can forgive. Don't carry the past with you, because sometimes it will limit the progress. It will limit how much of yourself you can give. Let it be that every time of your life you are thinking of how to give your best. That is the kind of relationship you need to be in. A relationship that encourages you to give your best. A relationship that cares for one another. Love is a beautiful thing. I want to encourage every one of us to live in a loving relationship, build a loving relationship, pursue a loving relationship, and make it work. A loving relationship is the best way to go. Now, for those who are dating, if you're in a relationship and you find out that that relationship is either purposeless or abusive, or is a relationship that you see is not going anywhere, I would like you to be very careful, because sometimes people say, I know he's going to change. I know she will change. People don't just change like that. Sometimes you see, when you meet people, we have been built in, we have a character that's been built in us. It doesn't just change. It takes God to change people. So if you've been in a relationship that is not going anywhere and you are struggling, it's unstable, it's purposeless, it's abusive, it might be time for you to reconsider and understand that, hey, I need to look after myself. I need to love myself. So I'm encouraging you to pursue a loving relationship, to be in a loving relationship, and to grow a loving relationship. If you're married and you're in your relationship and you feel like, oh, the love is not the way it should be, you can grow love. Love can grow. Sit with your partner, agree on the kind of relationship you want, and agree on the ways you need to relate to each other. If you can relate the right way to each other, you can create an environment where love can prosper, where love can increase. And sometimes love can wax cold or it wax hot because of how we relate with one another. If the love in your marriage has become cold, it's not a time to give up. You can come for counseling. We will help both of you to revive that love, to strengthen that love, and to build up a loving relationship where both of you can enjoy yourselves. Friends, today, I want you to make up your mind that you will be and you will live and you will pursue a loving relationship. Thank you very much for joining me today. Until next time, God bless you.
You may visit our website for details of our events and register at www.livingasoneevents.com. You can also get our books on relationships. We also do counseling for couples and singles who want to make the right decisions regarding their relationships. For more info, please contact us on 078 255 4517 or email us at livingasoneevents@gmail.com. God bless you.